We're going to go over an advanced form of the bench press. First, I'm going to go over the traditional bench press, the good parts, the bad parts. I do enjoy the traditional bench press, but when I want to change it up, create a full body workout out of the bench press exercise, I'll do this advanced form of the bench press to enhance my workout. All right, here I'm going to go over the traditional bench press. I'm not going to go over the competitive bench press for weightlifting competitions and things. That's just not something we need to go over right now. That's technical, but we are going to go over if you are just in the gym to get in better shape or build muscle mass. There's two ways to do a traditional bench press. Here we have our feet on the ground, okay? And I do like this one. It's good for stability, and it's a good way to drive force through the ground, up through the hands, through the arms, and the pecs. What I don't like is the aspect of if you're not paying attention, you can create what's called a hyperlordosis in our low back. It's a overarching of the low back. And if you have low back problems or don't, you can create some low back problems out of that. And it can cause issues down the road. Also, the core or the abdominals are not as turned on as they can or should be, again, if you're not paying attention. With that said, if you do have good body awareness, this could be still a good position for you. The next one is the feet on the bench while you're bench pressing. I typically do this one because it causes me to activate my abdominal muscles, my core, and stabilize the weight as I'm pushing. If you are not paying attention, however, you may underarch or you may round your low back and push it too far into the ground or into the bench. And this causes dysfunction, to me, I found, in functional movements. When you're pushing, driving while you're standing, while you're driving from the ground, let's say you're a football player, whatever it might be, if you are rounding your low back, this can also cause some severe damage further down the road and doesn't allow us to activate our core muscles quite as well as they should be. So for this advanced form of the bench press, we're going to utilize the entire body. Okay, we're including the glute bridge to drive from the ground and bringing in rotation, a rotational factor into a single planar movement. Single planar being one motion, multiplanar, again adding rotation. We're doing two, so it's front and back and side to side rotation, okay? So getting into position can be a little bit difficult. Do it the best you can with a weight you can handle. This may be the limiting factor in this exercise for you. So what I do is I'll grab the weight and put it on my leg and then get into position here. Okay. And I like to start with the weight up, make sure I'm in proper position. Okay. And as you can see, I am in a glute bridge. Phase one would be hold that glute bridge, bring the weight down and push. Okay. Phase two, let the glute bridge drop a little bit and drive that weight back up. Make sure you're adding rotation with the opposite arm. And then my favorite, phase three, would be as you drive the arm, you're going to drive the glute bridge and the opposite leg towards the ceiling. If you can see, I'm attempting to reach ranges of the same point in range of motion of the leg and the arm at the same time. So ground at the same time, ceiling at the same time. It's not perfect for me, but do the best you can. Show you with the opposite side here. Phase one. Phase two. in phase 3. Be careful coming out of this exercise. Do the best you can, how you can, to remove yourself from this exercise and get out of it. Again, that may be the limiting factor. However, I found that this is a great way to add a full body workout to what would be an isolated muscle exercise. Enjoy.